It is a wonderful, cold, and miserable day. I've got to get ready for tonight. We're gonna get down into the 20s, and it's gonna happen the next 3 nights. So I've got to go around and kind of prep all of my stuff for this cooler weather. So some of the things I'm gonna be doing is raking and adding leaves. I'm gonna be piling up mulch at the bases of plants and areas where my turtles are gonna kind of crawl in to brumate, and just checking on everybody and making sure that everything is good. Kind of a weird thing that's going on right now is kind of smell something, and it don't smell good. The person across the street is getting their septic system pumped right now, and it's windy and it's blowing this way. I'm gonna grab my trusty bag of mulch and we're gonna get started. Over here at the base of these banana trees. Now, to keep these guys going through the winter and so that they'll come back next season, I've got to mulch the base of these guys. So I'm gonna set the camera down and get started on that. Oh my gosh, it's windy and cold and wet. Keep these bases a little bit warm so that they'll come back. So that is one down. And next, we'll be getting some others. Great, so one of the things I have to do right now is pull out my Flava maculata, my blotched map turtles. These guys are really sensitive to cold. It's not that they're not cold hardy, it's just where they naturally live, they would go into a mud or clay bank, and I don't really have a mud or clay bank for them, so they're a little more sensitive to the temperature swing, so it's easier for me to just bring them inside. So I have to reach around into this extremely cold stock tank, feel around, and try to find them. See if I can spot them first. I see one looking at me right now. Come here, buddy. That's a little male right there. And another one. 2 for 1 there. You can see why they call it a blotched map turtle. Got those really pretty blotches on it. Still more. There's another one. There's another one. Oh, 2 of them. I don't know where that one went. Another pretty blotched map turtle. Okay. Got another one. For right now, the ones that I did catch, I'm gonna move to an intermediate temperature. You don't wanna take things from cold and then put them in like 80 degrees, for example, because you can kill them. They've started to kind of slow their bodies down. It's not freezing yet, and it's not at brumation temps yet, but it is enough to where they've started to slow down. So I need them to kind of slowly adjust back. And then now it's gonna rain on me, so couldn't be better. All right, so in case you can't tell by my stylish attire, it's getting colder. So one of the things I've done is I've turned this pump all the way up, and this is gonna circulate the water. It's gonna create a whole lot of oxygenation in the water. That's gonna help when these turtles are down at the bottom and they're kind of pumping water through their throat and through their cloaca. It's gonna just put that much more oxygen in there. It's gonna get cold. The air temperature here is gonna be in the 20s, but that water temperature is gonna be warmer. It's gonna be, you know, somewhere above freezing. The top may ice over a little bit, but having this pump running is going to keep that ice from forming all the way across the top of the pond, and it's going to keep things just a little bit warmer in here. So right now, still going around, mulching some more areas for the box turtles and any of the turtles that want to try and brumate on land, and so we got to get that done. And then the goal is just to create little berms and areas where these guys can kind of bury in, get underneath stuff. You want to butt it up next to some of your plants. And anywhere you do this next to some structure, it's going to give them a place to dig in and bury down. Another good idea is to go back over the top of your mulch with some rake leaves. And that's what I'm going to do next. All right, so I raked up some leaves. Just gonna continue to spread, kind of even that across here. And what I've noticed is the rake leaves seem to be inviting for them to want to dig into, and then they find the mulch underneath. and it just also adds a little bit of an extra insulated layer. So this back corner is a this back corner is a popular spot for them to dig into. I've got a spot right here, and this one could use a little bit more coverage, so we're gonna add a little bit more coverage to this little bunker area. All right, so I just come with my leaves, and there we go. All right, so all those leaves in your yard, they are your friend. All right, guys, so when I cover stuff, this is what I use. I use the Cypress No Float. This stuff is really good, really easily available. If you're here in the US, it's available at Home Depot, Lowe's, most places. If you're in other countries, just see if you can find a Cypress blend and something that's not chemical treated. Stuff works really, really good and keeps stuff really, really insulated. So what we're gonna do is over here by the aquascape pond, I planted a little palm right here, and I just want to cover it. We're going to kind of cover him up and cover him with some leaves and mulch, and that'll keep him from getting, you know, too cold over the next couple days. And then as it gets better, we'll take it off, kind of going into the spring. But this should keep this plant in the ground and still going. Just cover it with some mulch. You know, you can lay it on pretty thick, just lay it on gentle. And just like I did on the other area, I'm gonna put some leaves over the top of this. And then when we get like sunny days or warm days, I can take it back off, let those leaves catch some sun and warm back up. So as long as the base of the plant is insulated, it should continue growing. Plenty more leaves over the top. Just kind of just use what you got, man. All this stuff works really, really well as insulation. And it should protect this little palm. And as the years go by, this thing will become much more hardy and much more conditioned. It's nice calling me. It's my mom. You guys like it when my mom calls? Hello?
Hey.
Yeah.
Is it flurrying there?
No, not yet. There's nothing coming down. Is it doing that where you are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not hit me yet, so thankfully I think I'm still good for a little bit. I did get rained on, which was not fun.
Yeah, I went out earlier and I got rained on too.
All right, well, I'm filming a video and you're on camera right now, so
I don't want to be on camera.
I know. I'll call you back later. All right, bye. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And we'll do a second installment where we kind of update and show how all this has worked over the next few days as far as insulating the plants, the turtles, the tortoises, and we'll also show you some of my indoor setups that I've created over the next day or so. So thank you so much for watching, and let's go check out a little bit of a sneak peek in the aquascape pond and see if this snapper is hiding under a rock.